right, day 30. One day left in our 31 days of horror, 31 days of Halloween celebration. And this one, before we head into the final installment of 31 days of horror / 31 days of Halloween, we're doing something a little different. We're taking a look at a film that I'm not really sure I can really call it a straight up horror film, but you know what? It's kind of hard to call anything a straight up horror film nowadays, so what's the point? Alright, so this film is called A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, which, outside of being long and kind of pretentious, is really not that memorable. I mean, it doesn't really give you an idea of what the movie's about, but that's kind of the point. So, in essence, what this film is, and this is going to make it sound way better than it actually is, imagine, if you will, Let the Right One in modern day Iran. That sounds like it has a lot of potential. A separation means Let the Right One in. Yes, I do want to see that movie. Except this movie, even though it does kind of consist of those elements, not really that well executed. In fact, this was actually pretty bad. I think I could kind of tell that things were going to be not that good. Like, as soon as the film started and I saw the term Vice Media pop up, I'm like, oh no, not these hipster douchebags. And from there on out, I don't know, it's one of those movies where I think, if Resolution kind of embodies the best of contemporary horror, then a movie like this kind of embodies the absolute worst, where the guys really aren't trying to do anything scary whatsoever. They're not trying to do any social commentary. They're not even really trying to tell a good narrative. They're just kind of going out there and basically trying to do really artistic, experimental shots. And the entire thing is basically just an extended music video. I mean, yeah, there's dialogue, yeah, there's kind of a story, but overall, I mean, it's just like weird angled artsy-fartsy shots set to like really crappy neo rock and roll music. I didn't enjoy it. And secondly, this is really weird. I mean, the entire film is in Farsi, but it actually wasn't filmed in Iran. It was actually filmed in California. I think it was like Bakersfield too, so what the hell? I don't know. It's pretty much what you expect. It's a bunch of people in modern day Bakersfield, California, apparently have a huge Iranian community. Was not aware of that before. And there's a vampire among them. And a lot of drug dealers going around. And it's one of those films where, I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. I mean, if your idea of a good time is watching like these really long, lingering, up close black and white images of people like cooking heroin on a spoon, then you might enjoy it. If your idea of fun is watching like a 5-minute long sequence of in black and white, yet again, like a guy just standing in front of a radio while the song plays and this girl walks behind him and slowly like wraps her arms around him, going like -3 miles per hour, then you might enjoy this one. But if you're like me, you're just kind of going, it's all style and absolutely no substance. I mean, I don't know. I mean, trying to glimmer if there's anything truly memorable about the film. And that's another thing. If you can't really think of anything on the top of your head when you reflect on a movie you watched a couple of weeks ago, you kind of messed up somewhere as a filmmaker. It's one of those things where I can give the director some props. I mean, some of the music is okay. I mean, I think visually it's very, very interesting. But beyond that, I mean, if this thing were just filmed in, normal, standard camera, usual setup, I mean, it would be completely unremarkable. So really, the aesthetics is the only thing this movie has going for it. And, as good as which, I mean, in a way kind of makes it sort of like the old silent horror films, except a lot of those actually have more plot than this one. So, I don't know, hands up on this one. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I mean, it had an intriguing premise. Some of the ideas are okay, but at the end of the day, it just didn't really add up to me. It's just all visuals and no actual context. The story's not there. The acting's really not that good. And really, it's just artsy-fartsy stuff and no actual attempt at a really original or even good narrative. So for that, I'm going to give this one a paltry 2 pieces of candy corn out of 4. you can do much better if you're looking for a modern day horror vampire film, or really any kind of film for that matter.